Whatever. All right. I'm sorry I brought it up.
Do donkeys lactate?
They do, evidently. I didn't know either.
You milk a donkey?
I guess so. I don't know. I don't know how they got the cheese.
Prove it.
I love cheese, but that sounds gnarly.
All
Donkey
right,
cheese?
I'll
Donkey
order some
cheese.
from the internet and I'll bring it over for you
That
guys.
sounds the worst.
It's a spreadable cheese.
Donkey cheese. Yeah, if you go to the internet and look for donkey cheese, oh man, you're gonna have a virus.
How was your weekend, Kevin?
Dunkin' is the official coffee of the KVJ Show. America runs on Dunkin'. The KVJ Show is now live on 97.9 WRMF.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Good morning. Welcome to the KVJ Show. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome in here. How y'all doing?
Good.
Y'all good?
It will be Friday before you know it, my man.
I know it. Absolutely. I know. That's why I can't snooze on this live show we got on Friday at Das Craft Beer and Kitchen. And we got all kinds of good stuff going on there. We're going to be there just a little bit after 5 p.m. So as you bust out of work, come on by Singer Island. It is a newer location. More craft beer than any other place in Palm Beach County on tap.
And it's right there on the beach, too, so it's like a really cool setup.
Yeah, I like that area. I've been hanging out there a lot more. You got a whole bunch of really cool places all up and down that strip, from Johnny Longboats and Two Drunken Goats and Mulligan's all there.
I mean, that was where my dad would take me as a little kid, Singer Island Beach, and it has changed so much since the 80s.
Oh, they made it so nice compared to what it used to be a little sketchy.
Well, back in the day, it was.
It was real sketchy.
It went through a nice period, then it went through a really sketchy period where, I mean, I remember baseball players that were playing on the Braves getting in like a brawl. One of them got stabbed.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
On Singer Island Beach?
Back in the day, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Jeez, I didn't know that was it.
Nobody getting stabbed on Friday. Just nothing but craft beer, peace, love, and pizza.
I don't know. Let's just pump the brakes. Let's wait and see. I don't know.
We heard about you when you have a couple. You like to fight people at bars.
Yeah. I think Virginia antagonized the entire crowd last time, so yeah.
Oh, you're right. You did.
Oh, yeah, she did.
You had a mic drop the last time we were there.
Oh, yeah, she did. So I don't know. We'll see what we dial up this Friday. So make plans right now. Probably about 5:30, we will kick off the live show, and going to be on our Facebook Live on the KVJ Show Facebook page. You can check out, too. We'll get that thrown up on YouTube as well if you can't make it out live. But it's going to be this Friday about 5:30, Das Craft Beer and Pizza.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jay Bird?
Yesterday, I went on a rant about that ice cream liquor and people that do all that stuff where they tamper with food and they put it back.
Yep.
I was kind of shocked by some of the people that were clapping back at me. I just want to read
Back at you?
Yes, I want to read you a couple of the comments.
Okay.
Travis says, Jay Bird, you said that the ice cream liquor deserves 10 years. People like you are the reason why the justice system is so messed up. Shut up, fat boy, you know nothing. That was Travis. And
Shut up, fat boy, you know nothing.
Shut up, fat boy, you know nothing.
Oh, we don't have to get insulting now, do we?
And then Mandy says, 10 years for licking ice cream, Jay Bird. Thank God you're not in the justice system. I stand by my statement. You can't lick food and put it back. There was another video. There was another dude that he opened up some kind of he full-on spit in the bottle, put it right back, and then he ran off. It's becoming a major epidemic.
I think that's like an Arizona iced tea, big old plastic jug. I saw that one. There's been several other ice cream licking videos that have been out there.
I thought I saw a new one that had come out.
Oh, there's tons. I mean, at this point, there's so many. Like, you can. Not all of them are going viral now because there's so many that are out there. At first, you're like, oh my gosh, you can't believe it. Now, what's going viral is there was a grocery store in some Texas town. They actually hired police to stand by
I saw
the ice cream display. And some places now, what's probably even more smart is they've put padlocks on the freezers. And so, if you want ice cream, you have to go and seek out somebody at the store to unlock it. They'll stand there as you pick out your ice cream and then move on. It's kind of like if you go into a CVS and you need deodorant, some of those things they have under lock and key. You have to go get somebody because they've been stolen so much. They're now going to be doing that with ice cream.
But this is just ice cream. I mean, people they're going after other stuff other than ice cream. It's not just ice cream that's being targeted. So
Yeah.
what are they going to do? Lock
They'll
up
move on.
everything?
Everything. Yeah.
Gosh, man.
I don't know. I mean, where it's going to wind up going, I don't know. And you're right about the penalties. That's just it. Because the one penalty said that it could carry up to 20 years in prison. Now, there are other people on the other side that are saying we just can't throw everybody who does something we don't like into a cage because we have to pay for them and whatnot. And that's the argument about the justice system in America and the comments I think they're trying to make. But at the same time, that's why, to me, I like very stiff fines for anybody who does that and lengthy probation sentences because they just don't have places to house every person that licks ice cream and everything else that you've got.
I'm sorry. You're going to the clink and you got to think about what you've done. I stand by my statement. 10 years in prison. Sorry, you don't lick things and put them back.
What do we do with the 300,000 to 400,000 people now that are having to go to prison because of this? Where are we going to put them?
But I think that's the debate. A lot of y'all think this isn't that big of a crime, where I think this is a terrible crime.
I'm just asking you where you put them.
You put them in jail.
You understand there's a limit to how many beds they have in
There's
jail.
not that many people licking ice cream to the point where it's going to overcrowd by licking stuff. I'm just saying a message needs to be sent. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. A lot of controversy around that. Virginia, what's on your mind today?
Well, I'm sure I don't have to tell you because I'm sure you were glued to the Bachelorette last night. But last night was the hometown visits.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yes, and our boy Tyler, they did a whole thing on Jupiter. I mean,
Did they really? Okay.
It looked like the Jupiter Tourism Commission just came in and painted
That's awesome.
the perfect picture of Jupiter. So they were on the water. They
Yeah.
did the lighthouse.
Yeah.
They did the square grouper. They were going up and down, like back by the sandbar. He had her on a boat. He had her on the land. It was seriously like a 10-minute Jupiter commercial. It could not have been better.
That's amazing. That's what's great about, when you see that. I realize, hey, I don't necessarily plug into those kind of shows, but I know it's great for Jupiter.
And I don't know how it's going to all end, but I got to tell you, Tyler is looking real good. It was his family visit, so
Okay.
she got to come to Jupiter. She got to see the town, and then she got to go to his house and meet his family and his mom, who I got to meet last week, Andrea. They're so nice.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I'm really pulling for them, and we all should, as South Floridians, pull for Tyler.
That is cool. It'd be nice to see him win the whole thing.
Yes, it would.
Hopefully he does.
So it's still going on. It's live still for the finale?
So the finale, I think, is still live.
Okay.
But I think they've already wrapped.
Really? They already know?
I think they already know.
Yeah.
Because there's people out there that are putting spoilers on websites, a lot of them, saying, oh, this is the conclusion. So I think it's concluded, but we as viewers don't know for sure.
Okay. So
That
we'll have
make
to wait and
sense?
see.
And then you've got the After the Rose ceremony, Jay Bird. I know you know about that.
That's a dangerous thing to do as a show in today's day and age where you know the conclusion.
Oh, so many loose lips.
Everybody's going to know who wins this thing.
Yeah, these things are tough. I don't know how they keep them secret.
Like 5 people have sent me spoilers telling me who wins it all. Now, I don't know if it's true or not.
I could have swore Bachelor and Bachelorette was a finale that was live on the air that nobody knows until in the moment. What do I know?
I don't know. Maybe it's live down to the 2, and then where
That's
she
what I
picks
thought,
between
yeah.
the 2.
Do not ask me. I've never seen one of those
So
episodes
many people
ever.
have sent me messages saying that, blankety blank wins it all.
I'll text my dad. I'll wake him up.
Your dad watches it?
He does.
He loves it.
He's so into it. He does like the one where all the girls are in it. The Bachelor. He likes that one better.
The Bachelor, when the
Yeah.
girls are all fighting.
But he still watches this one.
Gotcha.
All right, let me see here. I have got something interesting on my mind, at least for me, because I'm not really into the planetary stuff, kind of like you guys are. And what is it you even call it when somebody believes in their
Astrology?
sign? Yeah.
It's a big thing right now for astrology.
It is. Yeah, there's a couple things going on. I know you guys are always talking about the moon, and like Cynthia sent an email and she said, look, the moon does affect my husband. I don't know why, but I don't even need a calendar to know if it's a full moon by now. He goes bat bleep crazy. And it's a full moon, not a new moon. He gets irrational, illogical, like something is trying to come out of him. It's why I drink wine.
Yeah, we're moon people, Virginia.
And right now, until the end of the month,
Yes.
Mercury is in retrograde.
Yes.
And so what this means for all of us is like things will just be chaotic. They'll be like computer failures. There'll be like missed flights. There'll be like just chaotic stuff and stuff not lining up like it's supposed to, and you just missing marks and being frustrated and annoyed.
Yes. How long has this been going on? Because it feels like about 42 years for me. But seriously, how long has this little period been going on?
How long?
It just started on Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was wondering why the last
But it
month.
happens a lot. You know, I mean, it's not like it just started and it's never happened before.
Yeah, it's got different periods, and it'll happen, maybe 3 times a year, 2 times a year. I was kind of looking into it a little bit because I was like, okay, what does this actually mean that Mercury is in retrograde? And it's going on until July 31st. Now, it has to do all this kind of stuff with Mercury's movement and this and that, and I'll spare you all the jargon on that. But basically what it is when a planet retrogrades and in the night sky it looks like it's almost moving backwards. That's all the retrograde is. So people will look up at the planets a lot of times and go, wait a minute, why is that planet moving backwards? This is really weirding me out. But it kind of throws some stuff off. In fact, they say there's a lot of stuff you should not do before the 31st of July because it's just a tough time. And if you do believe in the planets, and I think the argument is what's above us affects what's below us and everything in between.
I'm so into this.
So
Yeah.
what should we not do?
Okay, do not make any important moves. Basically, if you've got a big life decision, that really kind of puts it like contracts. They say shaking hands on new agreements, don't do it. If you have like big decisions, don't make it before the end of the month.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will not.
Luckily, you don't have any contracts. Or do you?
I don't know. There's big decisions to be made. I don't even want to talk about it now.
Try to put them off until August 1st.
I absolutely will.
Try not to launch big projects. They say magazines, websites, publicity campaigns, KVJ beers.
Whoopsie.
They say.
Why couldn't we get this memo a month ago?
I know, right?
I mean, the balls are in motion.
Yeah, new endeavors, things like that are things that you should not do. If you start a new job, it won't necessarily be the position you thought it was when you accepted it. And I'm like, we had to be in retrograde when we took that gig in Miami.
We had to be.
We could look that up, actually.
Yeah.
Because I remember the month we actually signed that deal.
I'd like to see if Mercury's in retrograde because I'm like going, that might explain because it says that it won't be what you initially accepted. You get in there and you're like going, wait a minute, this isn't what we agreed to.
Was it 2013 we signed in Miami? I'm going to double check on that.
Yeah. They say if you're a manager, you'll have difficulty choosing the right candidate for the job. So if you can't hold off on hiring anybody until August 1st, that's just this little period's going on.
Okay.
If you buy a house, problems could crop up later that were completely unanticipated. I got a buddy who just bought a house.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
But better call him.
He would have had to have bought the house during this time period, or
It's in this period, yes. So from Sunday until the 31st. So, and I think he might be through because I think he might have closed on Saturday.
Uh-oh.
Right. So
You
it's
just made it.
it's close. Things like computers, appliances, electronic devices will show signs of wear requiring urgent repair. So if you ever have your iPhone slow down and become a pain in the butt and you feel like you got to buy a new one, it'll probably happen here in the next couple of weeks.
Who would have thought all of my problems stemmed from the moon and from the stars? Look at that.
And the planets.
Look at my phone. It's in disarray, Kev.
Again, still.
The planets.
Yes. What is going on there with it?
Oh,
Is
man.
that a screensaver or is it?
It has been
okay.
through.
Oh, it's a little cracked.
Oh, it's been through hell and back.
Little cracked.
Oh
Yeah.
man, it doesn't even. My slow-mo doesn't work.
That thing looks like a spider web.
Yeah.
They say forgetfulness can be a problem during this period until the 31st. Romance will go haywire. Don't have plastic surgery or any other elective surgery when you got Mars in retrograde or Mercury.
That is so interesting. I wonder if Dr. Rankin, my surgeon, knows this because he took off basically the whole month of July.
Maybe. I mean, one, I know a lot of people do vacation then, but
Yeah, but
possibly if enough people believe this too, maybe it does have an effect. Maybe it doesn't.
Do you, the Kevin Ralston, do you believe that this does have an effect? Everything you're reading, do you think this is real, or is it just somebody kind of coming up with a concept?
I'm not fully convinced, but I believe it's possible.
sure, anything's possible.
For a very long time, mankind has looked to the stars, and I feel like everything is tied together in some way.
And we're just trying to figure it out.
Right.
And we may not have it completely correct, but something changes us.
I agree with both of you, what you're saying. I totally agree.
Why are sometimes things go so smooth and so great, and you're like, yeah, I'm nailing it, slay the day. But then some days you're like, I cannot even put my shoes on right.
They said this, it would be like running in quicksand, is this period until the end of the month. And so they say it's not necessarily bad because it will allow you to stop, look, and listen and redirect your energies more productively. Maybe you're chasing something that you shouldn't. And so just hit pause, chill out till the end of the month. Don't make any big deals or any big decisions. Just let it simmer, put it on the back burner, and then pick it up full force on August 1st. And maybe you'll come at it with a new perspective and be like, glad I didn't jump into that. That wouldn't have been the right decision.
I love it.
Yes.
I do. I think this is good. Hit pause. Listen.
That's it. So
Think.
that's what they say about it. But I was like, I'm not, again, not a huge believer in it. I'm not somebody that ever looks at my astrological chart or sign and puts anything into it, but I thought it was kind of fascinating finding out what Mercury and retrograde means.
We have always looked to the stars, old friends.
Oh, yes, we have.
Stop
Oh, yes, we
calling
have.
me old.
I know, right?
You got a full gray beard. You got some balls.
It's just a term of endearment, but go ahead, rip me apart physically.
Well, talking about ripping apart, Jaybird actually got scolded because apparently he was harsh to someone. He was trying to be nice.
I
and
wasn't
he gets-
harsh. I was not harsh at all.
But somebody said what he said. He tried to pay a compliment to somebody that they said was rude. So we'll hear what he said. Was it rude or was it just a nice, genuine compliment? Tell you what Jaybird said coming up.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
I know before we've talked about some of the comments that kids can make, and they can make some weird and just sometimes amazingly harsh comments. And Christy had said, I remember you guys were talking about the crazy and cold bleat kids say. She said you had that topic, and I just want to share with you all what my 4-year-old daughter recently said to us. She's the youngest of 4. I was riding with my husband to pick up our older 3 kids from a youth group event, and our 4-year-old rode in the back and, of course, is listening to everything that we say. Well, my hubby thinks he can remember where he dropped them off, but it's dark now. So he's turned around, he's trying to find it, and he asked me to plug the address into Google Maps. That's when the voice from the back seat says tauntingly, you can't find your way, and your mom's dead.
Oh,
What
my
the
God.
actual F? We just recently told her about how her grandma that she never got to meet was in heaven.
Oh.
I was stuck in a place of shock and hilarity. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry, just like what was in the middle of Home Goods.
This kid is hard.
You can't find your way,
Oh, man.
and your mom's dead.
That's funny.
Maybe it's something about Home Goods because Home Goods made Rocco
Yeah, she
drop
said,
an
thankful we
F-bomb.
weren't there. Yes,
Oh,
that was you. Yes,
thank you
thankful they
there.
weren't. No. But my gosh, yes. How about that, Ed Jaybird? Love you and go F yourself. So there you go. It's Christy who said that. Isn't it just like you're like, wait, what? That's why there are some times they going, are these kids demon possessed?
Yes. I mean, what would make you say that? And your mom's dead.
And your mom's dead too. Like,
Oh,
what?
my God.
You're 4. What is wrong with you? It's just crazy. I mean, and sometimes, yeah, I guess kids do say the darndest things. They're just sometimes too blatantly honest.
They can be real honest and mean.
Unfortunately, yeah. And sometimes, I don't know, if you're an adult and you ever get one of these kind of comments from a kid, I think the first thing is you're trying to sort out, is this little kid an a-hole or do they just not know better?
Yeah, there was this little kid. So by where I live at, there's a little community pool, and sometimes me and Denny's will go over there, we'll put our feet in there. We don't go in a lot, but we'll put our feet in there. And there was this little kid, and you can tell the little kid was not with this other guy. There was this other guy swimming in the pool, but he had his shirt on, and he was swimming, and he had a little bit of weight to him. I know that move. I used to do that move when I'd put the
You're
shirt
not
on.
hiding anything. Now you're just in a wet T-shirt contest.
So
It really sticks to you. I know.
Just so you know.
As a fat kid, and the thing that's really bad is because, when you're fat, you got that big old belly button, and with that white shirt, it really pronounces it because you have this large dark circle. That was the thing I used to always hate, and I remember pulling that thing out when I was fat Kev, and just, it's terrible. Because I wore a white T-shirt too, man.
I know, and sometimes the wind will also smush it down and make your fupa look even bigger.
It really makes you more self-conscious, and it really brings more attention. I don't know really what's worse.
You can't blame it on the wind.
No, I know you can't. The wind is just not your friend, is what I mean.
Yeah.
So the guy's got the shirt on. So the little kid goes, "So why do you have your shirt on?" And the guy, and me and Denny's can hear this whole conversation going on. Because I just don't really like the way my body looks. And we're like, "Oh, that hurts our heart." And then the kid pauses and looks at the guy, goes, "Yeah, you are pretty fat. I see why you wear a shirt in the pool." And me and Denny were just like, "Oh my God."
I'll be leaving now.
It was just like that woman said. It was so uncomfortable, but it was funny too because it was so just cold.
The worst thing, if a kid's ever cut you down like that, it's like you can't really say anything to them, and now everybody's kind of snickering now at your expense.
Oh yeah, the kid could not have been older
terrible.
than 8 years old. It was just
it's the worst.
Was so curious why this guy had a shirt on in the pool.
You leave the pool, you go get fast food, and you cry if you're that guy.
Oh yeah, it was so loud. I mean, we weren't the only people by the pool.
That's why I run away from little kids. I'm scared of them.
There's an age group where they are really mean.
I see them like, get away. I don't know what this kid's going to say about me.
The worst ones are the middle school kids. They scare me.
Well, at that point, you're an a-hole.
Yeah,
right.
because then you
There's
know
no
better.
excuse there. You get a certain age where you're forgiven. Yeah, at that point, you're just a complete jerk.
We've been
right.
talking to a lot of parents of other kids that have been through it, and a lot of people are telling us that their kid, when they were 3, 4, 5, just was an a-hole.
Devil years, yeah.
Devil years, but then they come out of it as soon as they get into first grade, second grade, and they start realizing, okay, I can't go through life like this.
Yeah. And 5 and under, you can't hold them. You don't feel like you can hold them completely accountable.
You want to punch their
Yes,
teeth out,
you
but
do.
you can't.
Right.
Wait, okay, what's the age where you can say, all right, enough of the games and the cute looks. I'm not buying it. You're in timeout.
It drops off significantly after 5. If we're talking about these kind of comments where you say something, and your mom's dead too, you're like, okay.
I feel 5, you're still in kindergarten. You're
Yes.
still trying to learn the
But
world.
When you get to be 6, 7, then we start getting into the gray area. By the time you're 8, 9, 10,
You're just a jerk.
yeah, you know better.
I think kindergarten's a pivotal year, though, because I
It
remember I
is.
was shamed a bunch in kindergarten by my teacher, and it kind of did shake me up a little bit.
It
But
did.
they don't do that anymore. They don't yell at kids.
And now you have VPK. So I guess VPK is the new kindergarten. It's really the first time that kids get exposed
What
to
does the V stand for?
volunteer.
Okay.
Pre-kinder. It's a program that's the state pays for.
Okay.
That you get to kind of go for free, which is a
Okay.
big help for parents. Whoop, whoop. Thank goodness Rocco's going into that.
I had the world's meanest kindergarten teacher ever. I mean, she screamed at me. It was just me and her in a room, and I colored outside the lines. You would have thought I would have peed in her oatmeal.
I don't know. I feel like mine was. What was the name of yours?
My teacher?
Yeah.
She cannot be. I mean, she was old back then. Miss Asher.
Miss
Okay.
Asher.
Okay, she was yours. Mine was Mrs. Plank, which she even had the name. She
She had a hard name.
Oh, she was just hard, and she had very dark hair. She looked kind of like a Disney witch. She
get it.
just had all that element to her.
That's just not right. I mean,
No.
a kid's first taste of teacher shouldn't be a Disney witch.
It was a Disney witch named Mrs. Plank.
Can we get some just young, soft, sweet teachers
I
to
know.
be their first teacher?
It's what you need.
I did not-
yelling at him for coloring outside the line.
Why was I painting with her? It was just me and her in a room. It was so man. It was a weird time back then. Yeah, she screamed at me for painting outside that line. It was a big old class project where every kid painted, and I was the last to do it. And I kind of messed up the painting, and she just lost her mind on me.
Oh, so everybody was adding to it, and it looked beautiful until little Jaybird got up there.
Totally wrecked it.
Hamburger hands. He can't stay in the lines, Mrs. Asher. It's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
Look at those hands.
Right.
Meat hooks.
So Jaybird had a comment about somebody. He wanted this to be a compliment. And I guess on the surface it is, but somebody told him that what he said actually was rude. Okay.
Where were you? Set the scene.
Okay, this is a friend of my niece, and it's a dude, and I have known him, throughout the years, and I hadn't seen him in a while, and the dude slimmed down greatly.
Was he at your place?
No, he was at my niece's place.
Okay.
So he slimmed down really, really a lot. So I said, hey, man, you look great. He's like, thank you. I go, did you lose weight? All I said was, did you lose weight? And he had told me, yeah, he did. He left. That's all that went down. Then my niece is like, that is the rudest thing. You can never say, never bring up weight to anybody because you never know when people are going to be too sensitive. I was thinking, that's really not that. Is that really that crazy of a thing to say? You look great. Did you lose weight? He did look great, and he did lose weight. He lost about 30 pounds. So am I supposed to act like he didn't? Is that really a rude comment?
I don't think it's rude. I mean,
It is, but here's the only thing that I would say, and just for me personally, what I do is I will express it by saying, you look really good.
and stop there.
And stop there. Yeah.
Don't get into anything about why they look good. Just they look good, and then leave it there.
It was so clear that he slimmed
No,
down.
but I mean,
But why would you feel bad about doing something awesome, slimming down, and getting healthy?
it's somebody's personal journey, and they probably maybe don't feel comfortable discussing the details of why they look great.
I mean,
because then it makes them, have to come to terms with, I was a fat ass before, and now I look good.
I was a former fat ass. And I'm
I know, but
ecstatic.
you got thick skin.
Literally, it's so thick. From losing the weight, it's so tough like an elephant. I guess I gotta watch.
Thick and droopy.
I guess you have to watch your compliments
The
now.
thing to say is just, you look great, and leave it like that.
But is it a comment where the guy left and he's like in his car? Oh my gosh, I can't believe Jason said that. Is it that bad of a
no,
comment?
but you probably made him think, wow, I must have been really fat. Jason must have thought I was really fat before.
I didn't. I really did not. I just thought he slimmed down and thought I looked great.
Now, if he brings it up, if you go, man, you look great, and he goes, oh, yeah, man, I lost a bunch of weight, then you can be like, oh, tell me about your weight loss journey. But he's got to tell you that it's weight.
But being somebody, when I lost a ton of weight, I look back at my fat self and I almost wanted to inflate how big I was to be like going, yeah, you really lost a lot.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Like, when I lose weight, I'm proud of that. When they're like, oh, you lost weight. Hell yeah, I did. I was kind of chubby.
Somebody texted in, this is a good point too. Yeah, you got to watch when you say about the losing weight. You got to leave it at just, you look great, because some people lose weight because of depression or like an illness like cancer.
Oh, yeah, that's
And then that's when you're like going, yeah, I have been. I got cancer. And then you're like, oh, okay. You look great, though.
Leave it at you look great.
Right.
Because you don't want to open that door for more questions and possible uncomfortable situations.
Well, I bring my mistakes here to the air so people
You
can
learn
learn.
from it.
You can learn.
Learn from my dumb moves.
I think we're all being a little oversensitive, to be quite honest. And it's coming from a sensitive person.
No, you're right. We are.
I mean, give me a break.
You can't call a spade, but that's just how the world is today.
And here's the thing, too. The guy wasn't even mad. This is all coming from my niece's end. This is her own projection. It's not even that guy. He was like, yeah, thanks. He said thank you.
Somebody said, talking about kids and how they can be. Somebody texted us and said, yeah, I was trying on some wedding dresses with, some family members, and my 4- and 5-year-old niece were there. The 5-year-old one said, oh, no, you're too fat for that one. And the 4-year-old came over to make me feel better and said, oh, Auntie, I love your squishy belly. And she's poking it and pushing on it. And everyone in the family is kind of snickering and laughing. And yeah.
So hurtful.
That's why kids, don't do anything with small children around you. Between the ages of 3 and 5, I run from them like they have the plague. Some moms raving about the video that Denny's and Jaybird did to try to entertain their kids. Said, yeah, I love the video that they made for the free summer activities. They were hysterical. I think The kids will have 6 activities. Watching this video every day is a must. I'll play a memory game and see if they can remember the objects in the video example. What kind of candy, how many figures, what color shirts.
I love it.
Yeah, so we're doing something with it.
We're going to do another volume, too. That was a lot of fun to make.
Okay. It's on KVJ TV, and just go to our YouTube channel. Just go onto YouTube and look for the KVJ show, and it's going to be there. Really easy for you to find. And coming up here in just a couple minutes, too, you can go ahead and start hitting us up. We've got a 4-pack of tickets to Rapids Water Park and some gift certificates to Buzz Chicken and Seafood for Camp KVJ. We know how tough it is to try to entertain those kids. Now, yesterday I had a good day. I hung out with Cannon. He played a little bit of video games. We did a little bit of wrestling on the couch. Had him do his homework packet. We watched a little bit of The Flash, and then he did some of his reading. But it was me pretty much the entire day trying to do a little bit of my work, trying to help him out, and then trying to stay on that. I mean, it's a tag team effort. My wife is at work. I'm trying to take care of that. It is tough. It becomes a challenge. Summer times are harder for parents. Like, kids
It's
look forward to it.
really
Parents are
hard.
like, oh, man.
It's expensive too.
How many baseball gloves do you guys have at your crib? Do you have a bunch?
I don't know. We used to when my daughter was in softball, but my wife gets rid of everything, and I can't find anything ever, so I don't know.
I was going to say, would he like to go play catch? Because I'd love to go play. I've been yearning to play some baseball, and I just was looking for a glove. I don't have one anymore.
Yeah, I think we might. Yeah, I mean, yesterday I was going to take him out to play basketball, and I don't know what it is. It's almost like the weather is listening to what I have to say. So I'm like, Hannah, hey, let's go outside and play some basketball. It's sunny and beautiful, and we're heading out the door. I open the door. Where did this come from? What's going on here?
And is it me?
Every day it does this.
Is it hotter than it's ever been? Ever?
is.
I feel like the sun is like this big knife cutting into my skin.
Yeah, no, we're setting records for heat. Anchorage, Alaska hit 90 the other day. They said it's the first time it's ever done that.
Wow.
I mean, I swear to you, I do not remember it ever being this hot.
Yeah, I think probably my last day on Earth, it's going to be just as I burst into flames. That's what it's going to be. Yes, I just have a feeling I'm not going to have a normal death like anyone else. It's going to be, I'm looking, everything around me is on fire.
We need to get out of Florida because it's hotter here than any place else in the whole U.S.
But where are you going to go? Anchorage, Alaska's at 90.
You're right.
That's not fair.
Where are you going?
That's not fair.
It's not fair.
It is not fair.
Yeah. They said, according to some of the surveys they've done, it takes less than 2 weeks for most moms and dads to start feeling stressed out because their kids are home. So we're past that.
Oh, we're way past that. I mean, the fighting, the stress level, it's so dramatic in my house right now.
They said on average it takes 13 days of summer vacation before you're ready to ship them back. They say a lot of it's finding ways to keep their kids entertained and occupied. 58% of parents say that they feel enormous pressure to make sure the little ones have something to do all summer long, which is different from my parents, who are like going, here's a block, I'll see you in 9 hours. That really was how I was raised.
Yeah, I mean, my parents truly did not care if I was bored.
No, I remember I was an only child. I remember I sat there and I stared at concrete for about 3 to 4 hours of my day.
Anytime I'd say to my mom, hey, Mom, I'm bored. Go clean your room. I'm like, oh, I'm
They'll
not
give
bored.
you something to do.
I'm not bored.
You would never say it. You're right. It was met with a chore. Now parents are like going, okay, well, let me see what I can find for you.
Here you go, Dalton. Here's another electronic.
Yeah. They say 3 out of 5 parents say that they are worried that their summer plans won't live up to their kids' expectations. See, this is the problem. My parents were never, ever concerned about living up to my expectations of my summer vacation.
You're right.
They're like, you don't get expectations for a summer vacation. You're not in school. That's all you get. Like, there are no, I'm not here to be your entertainment. I'm not here to sing and dance for you.
It is different.
Yes, that's the difference right there. Parents now have a fear of not living up to their kids' lofty expectations for an amazing summer full of trips to Disney and Rapids and everywhere else.
Are we better or are we worse for it?
Worse.
We're worse because I can tell you from the vibe in my home, the children are spoiled and they act spoiled and they act bratty if they don't get what they want. And it's just, it caused a big fight last night.
What happened, Mama? Come on, give us the details.
Well, they're trying to turn it on me. Like, I'm in a bad mood. I'm like, no, you put me in this bad mood.
Why? What did they do?
They stole their vodka.
They know better.
They stole Mama's medicine. What happened?
Well, just all day, everything has to be, take me here, take me there. I want to go to the mall. I want to buy this. I want to buy that. I'm like, okay. And then finally I just snap because it's just, there's so many expectations. And then it was spoken that I was in a bad mood. And I'm like, yeah, I'm in a bad mood because all day long I've been dealing with these expectations.
Yeah.
And how I'm not adequate as a parent because you're not getting enough stuff.
Yeah.
When meanwhile, you just got new shoes, took you to the mall, bought you dinner at the mall. Like, what the hell else do you want from me?
There's two parts of the problem. One, it's the kids and the pressure they put on you. But two, it's the expectations as a parent you put on yourself.
You feel better though, kind of getting all off your
Yeah.
chest?
Yeah, she had to vent.
Where is the closest boarding school?
64% of parents admit that they feel like they let their kids down because they weren't able to provide them with the same experiences or trips that their kids' friends have enjoyed over the summer.
Yeah, I mean,
64% feel guilty because,
we can't keep up. We just can't. Magnolia's friend is in Italy. Her other friend is in the Bahamas. I'm like, sorry.
In Italy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
We're just not going to be there. I'm sorry.
I mean, we were lucky if we went to Olive Garden during the summertime. That was our Italy.
That was as Italian as you
That
got.
was as Italy as we got.
there you go.
There was
You
one,
know what? If you take a photo there at Olive Garden in a certain way, you could post it like you're in Italy. It almost looks like you are. And be like,
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. According to what they know on Instagram, you were in Italy.
Yeah, there was the first summer that I was going to go to camp. I finally got my freedom. I'm going to camp, and my mom, the first day of camp, walked me to camp. She didn't like the way the counselors were talking, and she's like, "You're not going to this camp." And then I stayed home the entire summer. So we went to camp and then came back.
One day.
One day.
Yep. They say the top source of guilt for parents is when their kids stay indoors instead of going outside or traveling. And yeah, yesterday, that's why I spent a lot of time with Cannon, because I wanted to keep him active and doing something productive other than just playing his Fortnite. We had to do something. So you do put in the time and the effort, and I don't think that part is bad, but the part where you feel like you have to take your kids on amazing trips, I think is. In fact, they say parents are now spending an average of $7,333 entertaining their kids each summer. That's just over the course of 3 months. It's a chunk of money.
Going to
Big chunk.
to Italy. Gosh, I haven't been to Italy. We haven't been to Italy. This
We
kid,
haven't been to Italy.
how old's this kid?
I haven't even been to Olive Garden.
13?
I'm way behind. Celebrities having a birthday today. Happy birthday to Mitchell Musso. He played Oliver on Hannah Montana.
Oh,
He's a best
yeah.
old friend. He's 28 today.
I like him.
Those Disney kids growing up. Also, Jack White, been in several different groups, like the White Stripes. And now he has that song that you hear at every single sporting event in the world. Everybody does that now.
And I'm pretty sure he's straight edge, too. I don't think he participates in any kind of drinking or anything like that. That's what I thought.
High-end music, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's 44 today. Courtney Love, you can't say that about her. She's 55 today. Yes. Tom Hanks turned 63. And the juice is loose. So that's the horror. O.J. Simpson, 72. And you know what I like to do on my birthday? Murder.
By the way, both of your OJ and Virginia's OJ is not bad at all.
Because we listened to Howard Stern do it for years.
Yeah.
It's our copy is a copy of him doing a copy of OJ.
It's funny.
I don't know. Maybe I did it. Maybe I did it.
I'll have, I'm sure, something to tweet out today. Happy birthday to Laura from Francesco, Juliana, and Marco. Also, Key having a happy half birthday today.
Half birthday, okay.
I always miss his real birthday. So happy birthday to you, Key. Love and miss you, Mama. So I guess she knows that she's going to blow it. He lives in St. Augustine, by the way. So there you go. Also, happy birthday to Steve. Jaybird, we're going to be going to the fancy Outback for this. Love Mommy and Shelby Rose.
Nice. Try the Alice Springs chicken. Very delicious. And their ranch salad, unbelievable.
But nothing is better than the bloomin' onion.
Love the bloomin' onion, their fries, their honey mustard, some of the best in the game over there at Outback.
I don't think we've ever taken Rocco to Outback.
That's terrible. Terrible parenting.
Have you heard about their new bloomified menu that they've got?
No.
They're going to be putting the batter from the bloomin' onion on things like chicken and steak and basically anything. You can get it bloomified.
Oh, Fat Kevin, does that tickle your fancy?
It could be fun. Yeah, that could be a lot of fun, right? Also, Steve, happy birthday there. Mommy Shelby Rose sent that. Also, happy birthday. Shout out to John. Turns 22 a day before I turn 24. My sister Joey turns 19 on the 16th. I'm going to be at Das Beer and Pizza on Friday to celebrate with y'all. That's Emily from Stewart.
Okay.
Yes. And also, Braden, happy 10th birthday from Brittany. There you go. All right, some good stuff. You got a birthday you want on the KVJ show, let us know about it. Send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com. There's nothing better in the summertime than finding a couple good TV shows or movies that you haven't seen yet that you get caught up on. So I love being able to do that kind of stuff. So if you're kind of looking around being like, okay, what do I watch? That's kind of my big question. Like I said, over the weekend, I watched the assassination of Gianni Versace. There's a lot of Miami in that, a lot of landmarks that you recognize, and pretty fascinating story. It's been a long time since it happened in the news, and if you didn't remember all the details, it gives you a deeper dive into everything that was kind of going on with that.
The fascinating thing to me was like what Andrew Cunanan was up to, like while he was hiding and where he was hiding and the circles he was running in, and it's really well done too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was very well done. So this might give you some ideas of some things to possibly check out movie-wise if you want to watch. I finally got to Captain Marvel with Canon. We watched that over the last weekend. I still got Toy Story 4 to go see in the theater. I'm pretty excited about. And then I want to go back to some of the old classics. They're going to be on this list.
I watched an old classic, Mac and Me, over the weekend.
Is that the alien one?
It's the low-budget E.T., and I got to tell y'all, it does not hold up.
Did you think it was mac and cheese and you dialed it up and then you found out it's just Mac and Me?
I watched it as a kid and loved it. This creature is so broke down. I do not recommend that.
So that's not going to be the one.
No.
You could do the opposite list of this.
Okay.
You do all the movies you definitely don't want to watch with your kids. Let's see here. We have who do we have? We got somebody here? I don't know. Okay. What's your name?
My name's Justin.
Okay, Justin. All right. You here to play the Rotten Tomatoes game?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Here we go with Justin. All right. This is the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. You got to guess which one of these two movies has the higher audience score, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I've got for you The Princess Diaries or The Princess Bride.
Oh, it's Bride.
You're going to say it's Princess Bride?
I'm locking mine in.
You ever seen The Princess Diaries, Virginia?
Yes.
Did you like it?
It was cute. Yes, I did like it.
Princess Bride is a classic.
Okay. What do you think here, Justin? Which one are you going with?
I'm going to go with the bird.
Going to go with the bird and say The Princess Bride. You got one.
Yay!
Yes.
It's actually not even close. Princess Bride,
Oh, Lord.
94% positive audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, and The Princess Diaries is at 68%.
Okay.
I mean, that's still decent.
That means it's cute.
It's
Yes,
cute.
It is cute.
Cute.
It's a good way to describe it.
Cute. Okay, what about this? The movie Old School or the movie The Hangover?
The Hangover is going to be higher.
Hangover is going to be higher as an audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.
I think Old School's better, though.
Okay, Justin, what do you
I
think?
agree.
You're going to agree with Jay
I
Bird?
agree. Old school is better, but Hangover's probably going to have strong on tomatoes.
Okay, all right, you are
Oh.
The planets, Kevin.
It all fell apart.
Jay Bird's in retrograde. Yeah, Old
Roasted.
School is 86%. The Hangover is at 84%.
I know you like The Hangover, right?
I do.
It wasn't I liked it, but it was. I mean, I think Old School blows that away.
I like the original Hangover.
Me
the
too.
first one. After that, I'm like, okay.
They
Yeah.
made 3 of them.
Okay. Sit down. That's enough out of you.
That is enough.
And they didn't do any sequels to Old School.
No, It did not.
They just did the one and done. I think the only thing with Old Schools is it's one of those movies that does tail off a bit at the end.
Oh, you could do a sequel, but it'll be awful.
Yeah.
That doesn't stop them.
No.
Okay, what about this one? Sweet Home Alabama, which isn't that a great
So
movie?
good.
I love that
Me
movie.
too.
I'm such a fan of that movie.
I watched that movie because of you.
I love it. I don't know why, something about it. I love that movie. Or How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Which one has the higher audience score on Rotten Tomatoes? Virginia, these are chick flicks, but I don't know. Jay-Bird loves chick flicks too.
I do.
I'm thinking like for the masses. Alabama is so sweet and tender and lovely. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is a little brutal at points.
I'm locking in with 10 days.
You are?
Yeah, I am.
I'm saying Alabama, but what do I know? I always mess up this game.
One of us is wrong.
And Virginia always favors the South. So that might be part of it. Justin, who do you agree with? What do you think has the higher score?
I'm going to go Sweet Home Alabama.
Going to go Sweet Home Alabama, disagreeing with Bird in retrograde. You are correct.
Sure.
Sweet Home Alabama, 78% audience score. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, 77.
Oh my goodness, they're so close.
They're very close. Basically the same movie, so you can't go wrong with either one. Going to take it back to the old school here. 16 Candles or The Breakfast Club?
16 Candles, and I'll bet my face, your face, and Virginia's with confidence.
Can you leave my face out of this?
Justin, do you agree with Bird in retrograde, or do you think it's actually The Breakfast Club?
I'll stick with Bird.
You're going to go with Bird? Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very nice. I think your car door's open. Jaybird is
Oh!
Retrograde, the planets.
16 Candles, 85% for the audience score. The Breakfast Club at 92%.
Well, they got that wrong.
They got it wrong.
The Breakfast Club sucks.
I wouldn't say it sucks,
I don't
but
like it.
it's no 16 Candles. Farmer Ted?
People love that. I don't
Long
get it either.
Duck Dong?
Yeah.
I'm with you guys. I don't get it either. But The Breakfast Club always, I mean, even when we talk about that movie, people are like, it's such a good movie.
Is it?
They smoke weed and they scream, and their screams
Running
break.
through the hallways, breaking glass with their scream.
Breaking glass with the screams and music.
I know.
Dumb.
That's so corny.
I know. People love it, though. They can't get enough. All right, here we go. Final one here. Justin's having a pretty good round. Jaybird is not.
I got the first one.
Aw.
Saving Private Ryan or Full Metal Jacket?
Not even close. It
Okay.
is SPR. It's going to be the bigger one. Saving Private Ryan.
Okay. Justin, do you agree with Jaybird on that?
I do. Saving Private Ryan should blow it out of order.
Okay. Saving Private Ryan is
Yay.
the higher rated movie, but not by a lot. 95% to 94%.
Okay.
The Full Metal Jacket one's an unbelievable. The first hour of that movie.
The thing with Pyle.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. But that's one of those movies, I only watch half of it.
That back half is so depressing.
It is tough.
Oh.
Yeah, when they get to the war part, yeah, it's not as fun.
It's not.
I like insults a lot more than I do war, apparently. That's it. Okay, well, we already kind of ranted on this today. The viral trend continues. More people are licking ice cream. They moved on to mouthwash, and even now they're doing awful things like spitting in Arizona iced tea.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
not
this is
cool.
such a hot button for me.
Well, it's turning on to different foods now, and you're right. It's terrible. It's awful. Like nobody.
So we have to now be afraid someone's got a disease spitting and stuff? I mean, sometimes people don't even know they have any. At minimum, you get a cold.
Grocery stores already are struggling because you can order all your food pretty much online now, and this has got to be something where I'm sure people at Publix and your Whole Foods and everything else are like, okay, what are we going to do here? Because it might get to the point where some people just be like, you know what? Nah, I'm just going to go on ahead and have it home delivered. I don't trust anything that's been sitting out where any kind of animals can get to it. Okay. All right. So we've got some delicious Bluebell ice cream here. These are the personalized cups.
Am I the only one that loves the Bluebell ice cream jingles? I think they're so good.
Everything
They're
you do
very
is great.
wholesome and sweet.
Yeah, they are.
Put you at ease.
Well, that's what you want.
You
with
don't
ice
want to
cream.
think about licking.
That's why when you see someone going all over your ice cream and putting it back into you're like, oh, it just rattles what Bluebell's all about.
Go lick the Halo top because I'm not going to eat that diet ice cream. Leave Bluebell alone.
People try to tell me all the time, and I've delved into Halo, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Halo's just as good as regular ice cream.
No, it ain't.
Get the hell out of my house.
We
Okay.
know real ice cream.
Yeah.
That ain't real ice cream.
All right, I get ice cream 3. Would you hand me that one over there, Jaybird? Ice cream 3 is mine from Bluebell. I wound up getting, just lovely homemade vanilla.
I get 1.
Okay. Virginia's got, which Bluebell flavor did you get over there, Virginia?
I get vanilla too.
Okay.
I got 2.
You and I are both vanilla. That actually works.
It does work.
That works pretty well.
And I was thinking about the psychology of it. You know, Suits is also vanilla. So when given the choice, what would Suits want to lick? Vanilla.
Okay, so you think it's either
I
you
think
or
chocolate is safe. I think you or I.
Well, this is what it's like anymore. I mean, you're playing kind of like a Russian roulette when you go buy your ice cream. Did somebody lick it or not?
Yeah,
And
actually,
that's
when I
the
was
question.
picking these up, there's somebody licking them. So, no, I'm kidding.
Denny's.
Dennis, too soon.
I hear
Too
you.
soon.
All right, here we go. Okay, so we've got it here.
Yeah, are we?
Do you know which one he licked, Denny's?
I do not. Suits did it all covert.
Okay.
Interesting.
So we each have our own little cup of Bluebell ice cream here. One of these has been licked thoroughly by Suits. And here's the thing, like, I'll let you see it. Like, at least mine, like, I can't tell. If it's
hard
been
to
licked,
tell.
I have no idea.
I feel like mine.
I feel like Jaybird got the licked
I don't know.
one.
Mine looks. I don't know. It looks wet and licky, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Man.
Mine does not look like it's the least bit tainted. So if mine were licked,
How much would we have to eat? Like the whole thing?
Top layer.
yeah, just top layer. Did we get video of Suits licking it?
We did.
Okay, I want to see, because if he did lick, you want to see how badly he licked your ice cream.
Yeah, you do.
I do want to see that video. Okay, here we go. Get
right.
all the top layer
Here we go.
of the ice cream and have a bite here, and we're going to find out who got the licked
Man.
ice cream. Can you tell?
That's delicious.
It's still good, but it tastes like Suits.
Yeah, I think it's in my head.
Everything's
Yeah.
in my head now, so it tastes like Suits.
This ice
Well, I
cream.
wonder if this will, like, if that's in your head when you're eating your ice cream, I don't know, did somebody or did they not lick my ice cream?
It tastes like a blazer and a tie. It's actually delicious ice cream.
That's good.
I want to go on record and say I love
it
this
is.
ice cream.
I will be
so good.
very, very surprised.
That is, I got Dutch chocolate, and I am in love.
They do great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's like it's so tough. Like you would have to say, okay, would you still eat the Bluebell if you knew somebody had licked it? Or do you just remove the top layer?
We may have already eaten Bluebell that's been licked, and we don't know it.
True.
Yeah.
I don't think you can taste it.
How many people were doing this before social media? Was this a thing that people were doing before
It's always been
they
my
could
big
go viral?
It's my biggest fear. I always bring it up. Well, I was talking about delivery people who will lick a pizza.
Animals.
Okay, I had ice cream 1. Which number did you have, Virginia?
I had 1.
Oh, you had 1. I had 3, sorry.
You had 3. I had 1.
Okay. Which one did you have, Jaybird?
I had 2.
Okay, Denny's?
I had 4.
Okay, Suits?
The lucky winner,
Yep.
Jaybird.
You can tell.
Oh, we could tell.
Number 2.
But you know what? He's still eating.
he's still eating it.
At this point, you know what I mean?
He already ate the licked part. Might as well just finish
So
it.
you picked chocolate over vanilla.
Chocolate's great. I love chocolate.
I'm fascinated. I pegged you a vanilla guy.
How bad did you lick it? Did you get
I gave
down
it a
it?
pretty good licking.
We got the video. You can watch it. We'll put that all together so you can see the whole process. And could you
right.
tell? Yeah, yours did look the most licky.
It did. It looked like it had been messed with.
Yeah. So maybe you
Don't-
can.
don't- I want to finish it.
Yeah. Then he's about threw away his ice cream. He's like, no.
You put it down.
And now
you
since we
doing?
broke the seal, can we just do breakfast?
Right?
little pancake action?
Just might as well, huh? Okay, we got a fun game we love playing every single year, porn or tennis. I can't remember what match I was watching over the weekend. I sent Denny some of the audio of it for this, but both of them. It was like, I was like, I had to turn down the volume because we had it loud and the doors were open. It was beautiful. It was early in the morning. I'm like, what are the neighbors going to think I'm doing in here? I had to.
There's a lot. There's a few players that where when they play other people, they get so mad they'll complain to the umpire. Like, come on, really? With the grunting that loud? Do you really have to grunt that loud?
I think it's part of their training. That's kind of what they do. It's a focus kind of thing that they do. It's not that they're trying to turn anybody on.
It's a release, too. It's like, ah!
But the people who don't grunt, they get annoyed because you're like, guys, seriously, this is very distracting.
Yeah. Well, that's what they say. I don't know.
When they grunt, you grunt louder. That's what you got to do.
Like,
No, they kind of do.
That's what you got to do. Fight grunting with grunting.
Okay, so we're going to see here for some concert tickets to go check out New Kids when they come to the BB&T on Sunday with Salt and Pepper. John is on here from Port St. Lucie. What's up, John?
Morning, KVJ squad.
Yeah, what's up, what's up? All right, let's see how well you do here in a quick round of tennis or porn, okay? All right, we'll play a clip here for you. Tell us, did this originate from a tennis match or an adult movie?
I mean...
Okay, now keep in mind, Denny's does some tricks here.
Okay.
He does dub in the noise of tennis.
To everything.
To everything. So everything is going
okay.
to sound the same, because otherwise you'd be going, well, just listen for a
The
squeaky
balls.
shoe and a ball. Yeah. Tennis balls.
Balls.
There could be
yeah.
squeaky
Tennis
shoes and
balls.
balls and
Tennis.
porn, too.
Yes. Okay. What do you think? Is that from tennis or is that from porn, John?
I'm going to say that's from porn, is what it sounds like.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, John, this is porn.
Wow.
That is, yes. That is an adult movie.
I gotta dial in here.
You're right. It's a tough game.
I thought that was tennis, honestly.
You did.
I did.
Okay. No.
You got tricked by Denny's balls.
I did.
Okay, here we go. Clip number 2, tennis or porn? What?
I hope that's tennis.
That poor girl, if it's not.
Good Lord. Okay. John, what do you think? Are we going tennis or porn on that?
That's a tricky one. I'm going to say that one's also porn.
It sounds like porn,
Really?
y'all. That sounds brutal. It sounds like crime porn.
No, that's tennis, right? It has to be tennis.
Well, he said it is porn. It is not. You're right, Jaybird. Tennis.
I mean, it sounds like she's hitting something.
Yeah, that would just, that.
Or something's hitting her.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to watch that. Okay. Here we go. Clip number 3. John has got one right, one wrong. Tennis or porn?
Oh, gosh, this is tough.
Wow, it is.
I know what I
I'm
think.
going to
That one feels
I
like
want to say
porn.
tennis on that one.
I agree with Virginia. I think that's porn.
You think this is
Wait,
porn?
let's hear it again. Let's hear it again.
That's porn. That has to be porn.
We feel like it's porn.
John, what's your final answer on this one?
I'm going to say tennis.
He's going to go with tennis on that. John, you are wrong. That is porn.
The bird knows porn.
Yeah, the it's too enjoyable of a grunt.
Okay, maybe we're learning something here today.
Listen for the smile in the grunt, and that's how you can tell.
Okay, it's a
I think I
smiley
figured
grunt.
this game out.
Okay. All right, let's see here. Because right now, John is in a deficit. He's got one right, two wrong. Tennis or porn on this fourth clip?
That's easy.
What do you think, Jaybird?
That's definitely tennis.
Okay.
There's no smile in the grunt.
What do you think, John?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm going to say tennis on that one.
Gonna go tennis? Yes.
I think we figured it out.
I think you cracked the code. Yep. Tennis. Yep.
There's no laugh. There's no enjoyment in that.
I'm not surprised you did the deep dive into porn and figured it out.
This is a fun game, Kevin.
For the tiebreaker here, you got two right, you got two wrong. John, let's win on a positive note to get these tickets. Is this tennis or is this porn? Good heavens.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Can you play it again, sir?
Is there an option C, pooping? It just sounds like there's something going on
No,
there.
it's only one or the other. What do you think? Tennis or porn on that?
There's no smile on that grunt, Virginia.
I'm going to say confidently and say that's tennis.
It feels like tennis.
It's tennis. It's there's no smile.
For the win, John, you are correct.
Yay!
That is tennis. Very
All right.
nice. Wow. Gosh, that was
brutal.
something, huh? Yeah, it does. Hey, congratulations. We got tickets for you for Sunday. You're going to go check out the New Kids on the Block, Salt and Pepper Naughty by Nature. Going to be at the Hard Rock Event Center, okay?
All right. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome.
Okay, very nice.
Man, you're awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah, definitely have to check on that. Let me know. Hey, Dennis, can you let me know if that's Hard Rock or if that's BB&T? We know it's in Broward somewhere. We're going to find out the exact location on that. Coming up here in just a second, Taylor Swift loves her cats. I don't know if they do anything special.
Oh, they've all got names. They've actually got trademarks.
They do.
And social media.
Yes.
These cats are killing it more than you, just so you know.
Oh, I know. They're doing great.
Yeah, just so you know, Kev. In your face.
Yes, I know. I'm not
Killing
doing
it
well
more
at
than
all.
of us.
I'm not doing well for humans or cats.
Yeah, we're not winning Virginia.
Yes.
It's fine.
Thanks for reminding me. Do you have a pet, though, that does something weird? I used to have a dog that would always have to scoot his butt up on a bush and poop on a bush. He didn't
Okay.
like to poop just on the grass. It was the weirdest thing. He would run and find a bush and try to hike his butt up on it and poop on it. I don't know if he saw me sitting on a toilet and thought that that was how you had to go.
When you're sitting on the toilet, does your dog know you're pooping?
I don't know. It's a great question.
Yeah, I always tried to figure out, I'm like, why does he do that?
Yeah, Chewy does this thing where he walks backwards against anything lightly that touches his back, and he'll go up and down, up and down. Like I have this cloth, and he will go underneath the cloth, and he'll just hide under there and just let it move back and forth.
Yeah?
Back and forth.
Sounds hot.
Oh, do not sexualize my dog. It's not about
Kind of
that.
sounds hot.
It is not about.
I was going to say, yeah, it kind of does.
No wonder your dog does it for you. It's doing it for me.
Oh, stop it. It's about being relaxed, nothing sexual. Okay.
All right. What makes your pet weird? Let us know. Well, is it weird owners that make for weird pets, or can you just have a weird pet without a weird owner and vice versa? I don't know. But pets can be very weird. We had heard just a couple minutes ago from this bird that is going viral because it barks like a dog. That's amazing. Yeah, these birds are really kind of crazy. Like somebody's saying, yeah, I had a yellow nape that will say, I feel like crying, and then starts crying like a baby, and starts crying.
That's very sad.
It's a depressed bird. Oh my God. Yeah. Someone else was saying that my sister had a bird that would mimic the beeping on the microwave. Beep, 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 beep. And it drove me absolutely insane.
How long into their life can they learn how to say something? Do they get to a certain age where they can't learn anymore?
Not that I know of, and they live to be pretty old. Because I remember back in the 90s, I was bird sitting for a buddy of mine. He had two parrots. And while I was there every day, I would go in and I would sing the Archie Bunker thing, all the way Glenn Miller played. And I did that every day for a good 30 minutes. And then when he came back, the bird still, and I will still get messed, be like, the damn bird's still singing that song. And it's 20 years later.
No way.
Yeah.
That is
all the way
awesome.
Glenn Miller played. Yeah.
That's a good parrot song, too.
That's what I thought. It was the most parody song I could think of. So, yeah. So they will kind of do that stuff. Yeah. So other weird things. What makes your pet weird? Somebody said, my cat thinks she's a dog. She plays fetch and growls when strangers come to the door.
That's funny.
And I don't know where she learned it from because I don't own a dog. That's from Ashley.
That's amazing.
She was a dog in a prior life.
Somebody else texted in and said, when I take my cat to the vet, they go, no, 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 no.
That's it. Rufus has said no before.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. Denny's cat will say all kinds of stuff.
There's a lot of cats that can say no, apparently. That's the one common word, no, for a cat.
Yeah, and somebody else said, my dog gets into an antique wooden cradle and rocks himself to sleep.
Aww.
That's adorable.
That is lovely.
That is. That's really.
So he said, here's my dog, Charlie. Cute dog. He's got a tennis ball in his mouth. He's out there on the beach. This is Charlie. He likes to eat poop, and he also sees ghosts. Interesting.
I think dogs do sometimes see ghosts. I've heard people say that before, and I've looked at dogs, and dogs, like, they're looking at something.
Chewy has done that. Where remember when I told you about my dad seeing that weird, like, dark cloud that was floating and then it would disappear? Chewy would see it too, and he would follow it and look at it. And Chewy's partially blind, so he was definitely noticing it.
Someone else says, yeah, my dog doesn't bark. He constantly oinks like a pig instead. What?
That's amazing.
Okay. We got Savannah on here from Margate. Hello, Savannah.
Hello.
What is it that makes your cat weird?
My cat never meows. She just sits and stares at us. She makes these weird, like, exorcism noises when you, like, pick her up. It's really weird. And she sits in front of my dad's truck in the morning, and she huffs the exhaust.
And she does what?
In the middle of the street. She, like, huffs my dad's exhaust pipe, like the gas coming out of it.
She's a huffer.
Wow.
Yeah, we're thinking that's what makes her so strange, because she just huffs my dad's exhaust.
She gets a buzz.
Yeah, that's definitely going to make that cat strange. It's huffing.
She's high.
Wow. How about that? Somebody said, yeah, I have a bird that barks like a dog, too, and says hello when the telephone rings. Hello.
Hello.
Somebody said, yeah, my dad is training his birds to make R2-D2 sounds, and they actually do it. And somebody's got a cockatiel that will whistle the Andy Griffith theme.
Oh, wow.
All of it very fascinating.
Talented animals.
Although the thing I heard the best was the Archie Bunker theme.
Ah, the way Glenn Miller played. Something else you want to drop on us? 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. You can get a hold of us here on the KVJ show. Got some crazy animal stories, too, coming up in your whacked out news. They found another python in the Everglades. Oh, my goodness.
Aren't they finding like a bunch of them every single day?
Yeah.
Well, they got more and more people because they got the python bounties out there now.
Good.
So there's a bunch of python hunters that are going out there, and they're making some money off of it.
Good. They should be.
Yeah.
And they're making reality shows, too.
That's right.
I love it.
The Wild Man in the Everglades. Absolutely.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby.
It's the whacked out news.
People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, you want a ride or die kind of chick. And, hey, if it gives you peace of mind, if she knows how to work a gun, so be it. You're in Alabama, so most chicks there do operate a gun. The only thing, just make sure she's a good shot and she knows the difference between you and the other guy you're trying to get into a road rage fight with. Apparently, this woman tried to shoot somebody during a road rage incident happened on Saturday night, but somehow, in all the melee, she got all confused and accidentally shot her husband in the head instead.
Oh, my God.
Is he okay?
He's in stable condition. She's been arrested on several charges.
He took a bullet to the skull and he's okay?
Yes, he is. Well, I don't know about okay.
Well, stable condition.
But he's alive.
Wow.
That's just how it is in Alabama. It takes more than a bullet to the head to take them out.
Can you bring that up during fights when you get out of the hospital?
You shot me in the damn head.
We're going to see the movie I want to see. You shot me in the head.
Okay.
Well, this is a little unsettling. There was a naked woman that broke into a family's house in Virginia on the 4th of July.
How'd she look?
They don't say in the story, and I don't know, maybe that's important, possibly, But she did say that she was the devil.
Okay, looks don't matter at that point.
I guess not, yeah. And then she proceeded to try to fight everyone in the house.
Would you be mad, Jay Bird, if that happened?
Yeah.
So the dad comes out. He's got a gun. He goes, bam, 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 bam. Fires like 5 shots up into the ceiling. He's like, get out of my house. I'm the devil. Bam, 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 bam. I will kill you. She's not leaving. He fires off 39 warning shots. She won't leave the house. finally, the 12-year-old comes up and shoves a wrench into the devil's neck.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, the man and woman now are wrestling on the floor. She's got a wrench coming out of her neck. Ah, devil! And yeah, crazy.
She's got a wrench in her neck and she's still sticking to the devil story.
Still sticking to the devil story.
I kind of believe
maybe
her.
she is the devil, y'all.
Yes.
Kind of legit.
At some point, you're gaining credibility by the moment.
Can we take this in the yard?
Wow.
I feel like I don't want
She
it in
didn't
the
want to get out
house.
of the house. She wanted to fight and kill everyone in there.
The kid had to do it, too?
Yeah, 12-year-old kid.
That's
with
going to
a
stick
wrench.
with you.
Because his dad is like, because a melee starts, I say, yeah, and she's like coming after the dad, and he's like, I guess he didn't want to drop. I guess he didn't want to drop her. I don't know what the rule is in Virginia. I mean, in Florida, you just go, "Pff, okay, double dead.
Yeah, in Florida, you could definitely drop them.
Yeah. So that's what you got to do when you're in Virginia. You got to tell your 12-year-old, be like, hey, go get the emergency wrench and put it in her neck.
Dang.
Yeah, both were taken to the hospital, non-life-threatening injuries, so apparently the devil will survive. Yeah.
She's alive?
Was she on something?
I don't know
Or
yet.
is she really the devil?
I don't know. That is a good question.
Because if
I would
she
like to
really
know.
is the devil, let's keep her locked up.
She made it with the
She's doing great.
She's doing great. I don't know about that. Doing great.
Okay, tell me how mad would you be? You're eating pizza and some drunk dude gets up on tables and starts walking across your table, stepping on your pizza.
Oh, I mean, I don't make it into the show the next day.
Yeah.
Because I try to fight him, but he kicks my ass because I can't fight.
But you don't stop fighting.
No, I do not.
Why don't you start yelling, I'm the devil? It seems to work.
I think you're right. That's a great defense.
It's 2:30 in the morning. It's a pizza place in Wisconsin. A huge fight breaks out.
Oh, at 2:30 in the morning in a pizza place, everybody's drunk.
Yes.
And they're hungry and they want their food.
Yes. Big melee broke out at Disneyland in California on Saturday. I don't know if you saw the video on this.
No.
Yeah, we have some audio if you want it, Kev.
Yeah, it happened right in the middle of Mickey's Toontown.
What happened?
Well, it's apparently what had happened was there was a couple of families that started getting into it, and an entire family winds up getting kicked out of Disney, and now the police are having to look at stuff and trying to get everything all taken care of. Just kind of crazy, a fist fight here with like 8 people. What's up?
Yes, ma'am. We're Disneyland.
You go to jail tonight.
Men and women look at each other. We have one.
Go to jail tonight.
That's a lot of fun at Disney, isn't it?
Then Goofy comes up, kicks the one person.
That'd be amazing. That would be amazing.
I've seen a fight almost break out a couple of times trying to find a spot for that electric parade. And if you like have a little spot and somebody tries to come stand in it, people start fighting.
I believe it.
I've seen it.
People get real froggy at Disney. It's crazy. Well, there's a giant python that was found underneath a home in the Everglades, right here in South Florida.
Oh my gosh, a home in the Everglades? I can only imagine the critters you get.
Well, what are you doing living in the Everglades, first of all?
They probably don't mind. They're probably like, I like it.
It's on you. You're in the Everglades.
I love Florida panthers. I love key deer. I love pythons. I love gators.
I love animals that ate me.
Oh, what's that crawling on my neck? Oh, cool. It's a snake. I love it.
Yeah, they also found 50 hatched eggs that produced 50 snakes, too.
Oh, my gosh.
50, yeah.
There's 50 out there.
I think these mamas come out with like 50, 100, 150 eggs. I mean, they
So if someone
right
took
into the Everglades. That's why it's such an epidemic.
if someone took let's say 2 or 3 pythons that were pregnant and they put them in the northern part of Palm Beach County, would those 3 pythons alone pretty much destroy the entire area?
It sounds like it.
Well, I think what it is it's what they got to eat, and that's the thing why the Everglades is so great for them. They got a lot of places to hide, and they got a lot of food to eat. So, the question is how would they deal in this? Because they'd be exposed, there would be less places to hide, especially as they got bigger and probably less things to eat.
They'd probably start going after houses where all the food's at.
Oh, they'd be going for cats and
Pets,
dogs and pets
yeah.
and things like that, yeah.
And then humans. The tastiest game out there.
Maybe, yeah. I remember as a kid, the most horrific photo I think I ever saw was there was something. We used to have this magazine. It's called National Geographic. My parents had one. You want to talk about graphic? There was a dude got eaten by a snake, and I was like,
I remember that. That was a big deal.
huge deal.
It was a big deal. I remember that picture.
I think that's probably one of the reasons. I mean, I stared at that probably every day for 5 years.
Well, that and
Couldn't believe it.
And that it was the only magazine you could get as that had boobs in it.
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah.
Tribal boobs.
Yeah. Well, there's this obese monkey. His name's Uncle Fatty.
Oh.
It's a terrible name of something like that.
I mean, he wasn't always fat. What was his name before?
I don't know. Yeah.
That's not cool.
Was he fat before he became an uncle? So the monkey's name's Uncle Fatty, and apparently they sent him to a special fat camp for monkeys in Thailand.
They have that?
I guess so, in Thailand, but Uncle Fatty escaped. You might be happy, but they say they're kind of sad because they think there's a chance that Uncle Fatty knew he was getting old and he went off to die in peace.
Oh.
Probably because he's been fat shamed. He's like, I'm off this train.
Yeah. So
He
there
had
you go.
enough. He's like, I don't want you or your diets. I'm going to die.
Right, that was it. I'd rather go off into the wild just to die than be in this stupid monkey fat camp.
I know a guy like that. He would rather die than give it up.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, it's a way of life.
Damn right. I know you're speaking of me.
If you love pizza, if you love food, and then they take it all from you, I'm with Uncle Fatty. Why live?
If you took away my pizza, I would crawl into the woods and just die.
Okay. You can relate to monkeys. Can Jaybird relate to ducks? A study found that male ducks can change the size of their junk based on how many female ducks are around.
Okay,
Y'all,
let's do this.
If you want to be horrified, watch a duck take another duck. Oh my gosh, it is so horrific to watch.
Yeah.
Me and Denny.
But I did for 2 hours.
We did for a while.
And then I went home and looked at National Geographic boobs. It was a complete day.
No,
the mind of a deviant.
Me and Denny's were walking to get the mail one time, and it went down, and you couldn't look away. It was. I'll show you some video.
You took video?
It was so horrific.
You made duck porn?
No, it wasn't like. It was about nature. Don't make this weird.
Yeah.
Don't make it weird. Oh yeah, I was getting off on the duck porn. A break.
Did you notice that the size of the junk changed?
You could see it. You could.
Wow. Okay.
It was Virginia. Horrific.
How close did you get?
From me.
Inches.
It looks like, hey, you want a little privacy over here?
From me, probably to that wall right there. I mean, it happened right in front of my door.
Okay. All right.
It was weird, man.
Did Chewy see it?
No, this is before I had Chewy.
Okay. All right. There
Did
you go.
did my duck story shut,
Yeah,
shut the music?
I think you shut down the whole news.
Did I weird everybody out that much?
Yeah, we're like, duck porn.
What do we do?
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
This is the sounds of the fight that broke out at Disneyland's Mickey's Toontown. Chaos. They basically had to arrest an entire family. I mean, would you ever expect to see a fight at Disney? I think you might even be more likely typically to find a fight at church than you might at Disney.
I don't know. I have seen people get a little froggy.
People get froggy, man.
What is the most bizarre place you've ever seen a fight break out? Because now it seems like fights are just breaking out anywhere.
I saw a fight at a funeral one time.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was just words. It wasn't physical, but it was ugly.
What happened?
Somebody showed up that somebody thought shouldn't have been there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
Yep, it was ugly.
I do get that. Yeah, that does some kind of that could happen.
I can see how that could happen because everyone's emotions is so raw at that point, and people aren't thinking like themselves either.
And
Yeah.
people are hurt over things that maybe happened when the deceased was still with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding about that.
Weddings, could see that for the same reasons.
Yep.
And not to mention, you usually ply people with a lot of alcohol.
And then it's all these people that are together that are never together. Weddings, funerals. You know, most of these people don't hang out and socialize that don't like each other.
Work fights are pretty awesome too, though. when they spill over into the hallway and people have to get out of studios to see what happens.
Yeah, no, that's an entertaining place to see a fight.
We've had one before. I mean, I know me and Virginia got into one where back at our old radio station, I think Mo and Sally came out and go, "What's going on out there?" And me and Virginia are screaming at each other.
Yeah, you get a lot of that, yeah. Actually, like fisticuffs. Like, where's it go down? Has anybody seen ever a fight at church? Does that and would that happen? I think sometimes you get somebody that's a little unhinged that might get there and cause some issues, or you could have somebody that is there for different reasons. They're trying to track somebody down, trying to get right with the Lord.
Absolutely.
And they're like,
I saw like a vagrant kind of guy come into church one time and start causing trouble.
Yeah.
And they tackled him pretty quick, but
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I've talked to some security teams there at church. They get some interesting
he was going
stories.
for the offering box.
Yeah.
They weren't having it.
I just Googled fights at church, and yeah, there's a ton of content on there.
Oh, you could probably spend hours watching videos of fights at church.
Oh yeah, no, it's crazy. You never even know why.
You see a lot of this go down. I've seen a lot of fights and meltdowns go down during fast food and at Walmart a lot. 'Cause they have
Walmart,
they have all those Walmart fights on there. That is so true.
I get those. That doesn't surprise me as much.
I hear ya.
Funeral, wedding, church. Those are like you wouldn't think. Like Disneyland wouldn't think, but
There was a terrible youth athletic fight the other day, or not a couple weeks ago.
You see so many
But
fights of those.
that shouldn't, though. When the little kids are
I know,
playing, that's one
shouldn't.
place you should not see fighting.
No, there's
Tensions are high. Whenever you have that much tension and emotion,
And then you have a dad or a mom, and their kid does something, and then the other team says something about the kid. Oh, forget about it.
What's always kind of interesting to me is, when it's around the holidays, and it's a time of peace and love, and you got the soft lights and the wonderful Christmas music playing, and then people are beating the hell out of each other and trying to strangle each other with tinsel. You're just like, that's to me is like, that's what's kind of crazy.
tinsel's not a good weapon. You grab the star from the top of the tree. That's a good
my
weapon.
God.
Well, you can
yeah.
speak, because didn't you get into a fight on Christmas Eve?
I did.
With her ex-mother-in-law.
Oh, right,
That
yeah.
was Christmas Eve.
After leaving the Nutcracker.
Yeah. School functions
Oh,
that could
yeah.
happen, like a
Yeah.
preschool graduation. Sometimes those kind of weird things happen because you'll have paternity issues that might be going on where she did him wrong, vice versa. They show up with the new boyfriend, girlfriend. I've seen some very tense situations like that happen at schools. And it's a wonder I've not yet seen an actual fight. Could happen, though.
Here's hoping.
It's always weird when you see something break down in court, too.
Well, you're just hoping that you see it, that you're not in it.
Yeah, there's some pretty disturbing court fights out there where the person gets a sentence and they attack their lawyer.
I saw a clip the other day. There was one that'll happen. Or somebody was after somebody that was accused of doing something horrific to somebody in their family, and a family member broke
got 'em.
loose.
There's one where the guy actually got to the guy in time and roughed him up, and then the security got him, but he got a couple shots in.
Look, if you hurt somebody's family member, I'm pulling for the guy who's getting the shots in on behalf of his family member that was wrong.
If someone did such a horrific crime
Yeah.
and everybody knows it, and then the dad or the mom reaches out and punches that person, I'm sorry, they should not go and get in trouble.
I cheer for them.
I do too.
This sounds good. Somebody texted in and said, I threw my brother through a wall at my grandfather's memorial service.
Oh.
Like the Kool-Aid man.
Through a wall?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be pricey.
That's pretty good.
Did you make up later, or where do you go from there?
Yeah, we need a follow-up. Send us a text.
You throw him through the wall, everyone's looking. Then
what?
Then what happens?
Yeah, somebody said I got into a big verbal fight in church. The guy was like questioning my faith and trying to call me out on stuff. And I'm just like, yeah. Got into a big screaming match with him there.
That would be bizarre.
That would be. That's just weird, man.
If someone's calling out your faith while you're there, you're like, I'm here, bro.
Do you think a lot of people go to church drunk? That's a legit question. Why are you smiling, Kevin? Oh. Well, I know you go, Virginia.
I don't, actually, but I had a priest that would do mass with a buzz.
Really?
I know he had a buzz.
Wow.
Before the
Yeah.
wine is blessed, it is not sacred, and they used to sippy.
And I mean this, I'm not trying to be cute. I'm asking a serious question. Is it, if you have a light buzz to enjoy church more, is that a sin?
To enjoy church more.
Look, Jesus turned water into wine. Why can't I?
I'm not saying hammer, not even drunk. I'm just saying like a light buzz. We're like, all right, oh, cool Proverbs. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, cool. It's a lot harder to understand.
Okay.
Proverbs with a light buzz, yeah. So the more hammered you are, the more harder it is to understand.
I'm just seeing where the line's at, baby.
Yeah. Somebody said a friend of mine got stabbed at Walmart over a bottle of wine.
Oh, my gosh.
He paid for the bottle of wine, and this lady stole it from him. And when he confronted her, she came out with a knife.
Oh, my
I
God.
think Denny's has a story of somebody who got stabbed in a parking lot. It was a confrontation, and it turned real quick, and he got stabbed real quick.
Gosh. And by the way, the guy who threw his brother through a wall at his grandfather's memorial service, we don't talk anymore.
Yeah.
I still want to. There's still a couple questions I'd like, though.
Did anybody get asked to leave? Were you both still allowed to get up, dust yourselves off, and enjoy the service?
Does your brother stay, and then does he eat food away from everybody? There's so many questions.
Nah, I'm thinking he was. Here's my plan. I think he was in the wrong, and I think he was probably kind of like defending the family, and he had. Yeah, it was probably everybody's like going, yeah,
throw him through the wall.
He deserved it. He's a dirtbag. Yeah. All right, crazy places, bizarre places for a fight. What is the weirdest place you've ever seen one? You can let us know. Sound off 877-979-WRMF.
Do you want to watch the KVJ Show live or on demand? Find us on youtube.com/KVJ Show.
Big brawl broke out over the weekend at Disney, California, at Mickey's Toonland or Toontown, something like that. Kicked an entire family out. That's crazy. It's just not a place you think of people fighting. But it does. Fight can break out anywhere. Somebody said, yeah, I saw Kevin and Jaybird fight the Toys R Us in Palm Beach Gardens one time.
That's right.
Remember that random acts of boxing? We were just going into different places and beating the crap out of each other?
Can we bring that back?
That was fun, wasn't
Maybe
it?
instead of boxing this time, random acts of karate. I've been doing YouTube
Oh,
karate.
yeah, I know.
I have a couple gis.
Yeah.
I would love to do
Saw
that.
you doing your roundhouse kick there on the bottle challenge.
Let's get back out in the street, do a couple stunts. I'd love
Yeah.
to have you, big guy.
Sounds like fun. Somebody said when I was in Key West as a kid, our waiter and the chef got into this big fist fight right in the middle of the dining room.
No way.
The chef was choking our waiter against the wall. We were so young that my dad wanted to distract us from the attempted murder going on, so we started a food fight. The restaurant was pretty much destroyed after a...
What? The dad started a food fight?
Hey, kids, food fight. I'm going to kill you.
That is awesome.
That's something to watch right there. It's pretty interesting. Also, somebody said, yeah, in my elementary school in the hallway, my teacher was fighting another teacher. I was in 4th grade, and they were both pulling each other's hair out.
Wow.
That would have been something, huh?
That's intense.
I wonder what that was about. Did someone sleep with somebody? Was it about the curriculum?
It's a crime of passion.
I think it's about passion.
Yeah, somebody did somebody
it was-
dirty.
Somebody hits. Okay. Interesting stuff. So fights can break out absolutely anywhere. I think everybody just kind of needs to calm down. People get so riled up about stuff. Maybe sometimes, though, it is warranted. The principal at Spanish River High School is no longer the principal of Spanish River High School. Principal William Lotson has been reassigned after he told a parent that as a public school official, he needed to remain, quote, politically neutral, sensitive to both Holocaust education advocates and people who deny that the Holocaust even happened, which is absolutely insane, especially when you're in Boca Raton.
I mean, we know the Holocaust happened. What the hell is he talking about?
This is just more insanity that is happening in the world.
I remember FAU had a professor that was talking a bunch of crazy stuff about something that didn't happen. Forget what tragedy. I don't want to speak out of school here, but he was talking about a tragedy that was proven to have happened, and he said
Was
it was
that Sandy Hook?
I think it was Sandy Hook, and people got really fired up about that.
Well, it's insane between the people who deny the Holocaust, the Sandy Hook, flat earthers. You're just like, what is going on in the world? It's absolutely insane.
Well, you can't reason with them. When you talk to a flat earther, their answer is going to be, well, I wasn't there. I can't see. How do you know it's real? I've never been to space. You've never
but
been
we got
to space.
educators saying, I can't take a stand and say that they're wrong. Wait, what? I mean, you got 10,000 survivors estimated to live in Palm Beach, Broward, and Miami-Dade counties from the Holocaust, the second largest concentration in the U.S. after New York. So, I mean, of all places.
Of all places to piss people off.
You want to talk about the Holocaust? Hey, let me get someone in here to answer the big going, hey, I've got several people for you to talk about. If you're saying the Holocaust didn't happen, you can come talk to any of these people.
Because they kind of know otherwise.
Unbelievable.
So he's done.
They've reassigned him. I don't know where he's disappeared to.
He's not done if they've reassigned him.
Yeah. I think they're just trying to figure out exactly how bad this is going to be. 6,000 signatures went up pretty quickly on the change.org petition asking for his dismissal.
It's probably going to be, he's probably going to get it. It's just a matter of time.
Well, he wrote in defense, not everyone believes the Holocaust happened, and you have your thoughts, but we are a public school, and not all of our parents have the same beliefs, so they will react differently. I work to expose students to certain things, but not all parents want their students exposed, so they'll not be, and I can't force that issue. Well, okay, so we're not educating the kids on things that have happened. What are we teaching them? Is the sky blue? Well, there's a few opinions on that.
No, the sky doesn't look really blue. It looks red to me.
Well, that's your opinion.
It's my truth, Kevin.
That's your truth. So let's not tell you.
It's a red sky.
Right. And it's so insane anymore with all these kind of stories and these topics that are coming up that people are fighting over things going, wait, okay, my head is spinning so much. I don't know what to believe. There's this new study that finds that when it comes to news credibility, people come to their conclusions based on more than just factual and accurate reporting. You've got to sit there and try to siphon through all the garbage that is out there, try to figure out, okay, wait a minute, the Holocaust didn't happen? Wait, the Earth is flat? Sandy Hook is a hoax? They say even if people believe a news source is reporting entirely factual information, they still will not believe it if they feel the source is biased towards a certain belief. And I get that. And that's how they really have all the news networks set up, to either lean left, right, or whatever. It's got to be one of the two different ways.
There was one of those like town halls where they had a bunch of people on a forum and they asked them, what kind of news do you really trust? And every single one of them said, I only trust, for example, if Kevin was at an event and he recorded something on his social media and uploaded it, the people that know and trust Kevin, that's the kind of stuff they're trusting more than anything. People that know within that circle of people who are posting it.
Well, everybody should trust Kevin. Let's just
Thank
say
you.
that.
Thank you, Virginia.
That
Yes.
type of reporting where their friends, their families are uploading stuff and saying, yeah, I'm at the event right now, or this is happening, more people are putting more credibility on that.
We only believe what we can see with our own eyes, I think is what it is.
Because we've realized that everybody's got an agenda.
Well, they do.
And it's weird, too.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to dig a little deep so you can figure out exactly what the agenda is. And you're like, oh, that's why they said
And that's why
that.
people are losing their minds, because things they thought were A, B, and C, people go, no, it's not A, B, and C, it's A, B, C, and D, and you're wrong. Like, wait a minute. What are you
It
talking
gets your head
about?
spinning, yeah. And so they say between fake news and biased news, people are just like, I don't even know what's right. And then even our educators are like, well, I don't want to offend people who believe that the Holocaust didn't happen, so I'm not going to take a stand on that.
A lot of that's going on where you don't want to offend people.
Yeah.
Especially in the colleges.
I got to tell you, we need to start offending people. Honestly, I think I'm actually going on, that's going to be my campaign for the next year. I'm going on the offense tour.
Okay.
The Offense Tour 20. I'm out to offend everyone with my opinions. I think that's just what I'm going to do.
Dirt of the day sucks. Come on, say it, man. Say it.
Yeah, say what you feel. It's crazy.
Say it. Just be ready for the ramifications.
It's absolutely insane. So, yeah.
Oh, I think people are becoming like you. And you're not a guy to be, screw this, man.
No.
But it's getting to a point where the craziness is getting to people. They're over it.
They're even getting the sanest amongst us upset.
Like what you're saying,
Kevin.
I want to offend people now just to go on the opposite way, because you're in this. You're walking on eggshells constantly.
I think that's just what it is. I've gotten to a point where I'm going to stop walking on eggshells. I don't ever mean anyone harm. I don't ever mean to hurt anybody's feelings. I want to be fair to everybody, no matter your gender, your race, your choices, your credo, whatever it is you do. I just want fairness and equality for every person on planet Earth. So I believe in that, and I know if that's my square root, then at that point, if I say something, you're going to try to make it something that's offensive or this or that, then that's honestly your own thing, because you're just looking for a fight.
You know in your heart and soul what
Yes.
you're about.
Right,
And more people need to realize that.
Yeah, and I know I still have more to learn. I'm about doing that, and I would hope that people don't have to shame me in the process. Just be like, okay, you know what? Today I'm smarter and I'm better today than I am. than I
No, you
was
look
yesterday.
creepy. Your eyes are weird. You got really small looking calves.
Your eyes are weird.
I know that.
Totally kidding.
I don't know why we had to know about that.
I was kidding.
I don't know how we go from the Holocaust to my eyes.
She makes it so much meaner when she talks. I was kidding.
Yeah. That's why you can't open the door,
I
because
was
it's
joking.
fun for a second, and then like, oh.
She's like,
hurtful.
yeah, they are gross.
And now I'm hurt. Yesterday we were talking about Virginia's panties, how many she had.
Yes.
She said, what did you think? You said you had like 90 or something like that?
I think I texted you the number. Hold on.
Okay. Well,
texted
she did an actual count.
Yes.
What do you want to say, Jaybird? How many do you think?
I am seeing 73 panties from Virginia.
73 panties. Okay. Is Jaybird right? How close is he? What do you think? Virginia's official panty count next.
KVJ Show is all over social media. Find us Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Well, yesterday we found out that the average woman has, 43 pairs of panties, somewhere around there, 34 or 43, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But
It seems low.
Yeah, it's up. They say over the last 20, 30 years, it used to be 12. So women have tripled their panty haul.
And I think we do it now more for beauty too. We do it more there's cute panties now. Back in the day, I don't think the panties were as cute. Now
It's a bigger market,
the panties are like a statement.
Well, and the prices too. It's crazy. So a pair of drawers.
Yeah.
Some people are paying. Some people are saying, yeah, the Victoria's Secret's not even the high end. There's stuff that's a lot more expensive than that.
Way more expensive. Everybody thinks that's the fanciest, but it's not.
Yeah, don't know a lot about buying panties, so not my thing.
That's a good thing.
Yesterday, you were trying to guess, just how many pair you thought you had. You're talking about even a pair you had that you could put chicken cutlets in the butt.
Yeah, I brought them in today.
Oh, yeah?
She got me these cutlets.
Those are fake for the bra. They're little chicken cutlets. These panties are the ones that are fake for the butt. So you put those panties on.
Okay, that is going to give me some cheeks.
It's going to give you cheeks that you don't have.
It's kind of heavy, too. Boy, if you jumped into a pool of these, you might sink to the bottom.
Don't jump in butt first.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, they do got pockets, and you put those in. Yeah.
I finally might be able to float now with this thing.
Yeah, I gave you guys different ones. So, Kevin, his are foam. These are lighter. Feel that. That's fake butt foam. And then you have fake butt chicken cutlets, Kevin.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What's one is going to make me have the butt I need and desire?
I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see both of these pairs of panties on you.
Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, well, that is
Isn't that
something. I mean,
neat?
yeah, I don't know why you feel, because yesterday you said you're all self-conscious and you didn't you wore those to a party, but I'm like, yeah, who cares? I mean, why not? If it looks good, I mean, unless you can see and it looks awkward or if one cutlet falls out.
Is it bad that I want a little marinara sauce right now? All this talk of cutlet.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. So what is the exact number of how many panties you do have, Virginia?
I counted and it's 71.
What did I say?
73.
Wow.
You're only 2 off.
I did not know any of
You
that.
That's a
haven't
great
been going
guess.
through my drawers at home, have
Yeah.
you?
1, 2.
Oh, you got 2 more than I thought.
Yeah, he got distracted and added 2 more.
I'm going to smell number 4.
Wow, I'm impressed by your number of panties and with my ability to know your number of panties.
We're quite the team.
Panty team? I don't hate it.
We sound a little creepy.
Guess you are. All right, well, I got the After the Show podcast going to be coming up here, and I'd read a line earlier from the regular show here, an email somebody had sent us to be read on the After the Show podcast because people on the regular show going, why did Kevin just tell Jaybird to go F himself?
Yeah. Well, he said, I love you, Jaybird, and go F yourself. What does that mean?
Yes, it's kind of the inside talk on the After the Show podcast. So if you don't know about it, you're not there. That means you've got to go check out the After the Show podcast. There's a whole other world of KVJ that exists on this podcast. It's on the back end of our regular podcast every single day. It's the last 30 minutes. You can go check it out. You got a podcast app on your phone, so you can listen to it on your way home from work today, or go to kvjshow.com, and it's going to be up there. It's on YouTube, too, by itself.
Everybody says it now, and it's my favorite KVJ inside joke. Hey, Jaybird, go F yourself.
Yeah, just one of them things. You got to listen to why we do that by checking out the After the Show podcast. All right, Jaybird, if you would wrap today with a lovely thought to my friend.
Turning your back on the darkness didn't mean the darkness would turn its back on you.
So I can try to run away from the negativity, but the negativity will still come and find me.
Gotta confront it. Gotta slay it. You gotta move on.
But you can't get away.
You can't get away.
Ever?
No.
It's kind of a depressing quote.
You know what?
Like, hey, the darkness is always going to be there regardless of what you do.
No,
You're screwed.
It's about confronting the darkness.
Happy Tuesday. You're doomed.
Don't run from it. Confront it, baby.
You can't defeat it, Virginia.
It's always
It will
there.
always find
No,
you.
it's positive.
That's
wherever
not
you might
positive.
be.
It is. It's about
That's so negative.
It's about confronting
It's the opposite of positive.
Positive thought leads to a fight.
You gotta confront your demons.
You know how you hear people on the radio and you're like, I wonder what they look like when they're saying that. I wish I could see them. Well, you can. We're right there on youtube.com/KVJ show.